Hi all, this is Rachel here with another segment of They Help Me Understand and Conquer. Today I'm talking about dementia prevention. Yeah. So the incidence of dementia has been on the rise, and by dementia I'm talking about different forms of dementia, right? Alzheimer's is one of them, Parkinson dementia, vascular dementia. There are all sorts, Lewy body dementia. There are all sorts of dementia out there, but some of them really you can really delay the onset or even prevent for the most part. And I'm specifically thinking about vascular dementia. That's one of them. What is vascular dementia? Really, if you have heart disease, if you have circulation issues, anything like that, think about disease blood vessels in your brain. So disease blood vessels in your brain leading to um, uh, uh, um, like harming your brain tissue ultimately. Buildup of plaque, fatty plaque. Like, so let me put it this way: when you have the blood vessels and you have, let's say, you have high cholesterol, hypertension, whatever is happening in the big vessels is happening in the very little tiny vessels in your brain. So when you have an unhealthy lifestyle and all the things that are happening in the big vessels, think about the small tiny vessels in your brain. I hope that that's that help you. So vascular dementia is a big one that happens. This is when sometimes you will see the symptoms. Some people may lose function with a stroke depending on whatever the stroke was, but some others may gain most of the function, but you notice there is dementia symptoms that start over time. People with kidney disease, things like that. Now, some dementias are not preventable, like Parkinson. It comes with Parkinson disease. So I'm not talking about that. But overall, if you are worried about really your brain health, you are worried about memory, you are worried about cognition, things like that, and you want to do what you can to help yourself, then this is what this is about. Okay. Some things may happen, but overall, we tend to neglect our body and then we have to deal with the consequences later on. With that said, what are the simple, like, what's the simplest way I can put this? When anything that helps your health, anything that helps your heart, anything that helps your kidneys is helping your brain. So every time we are talking about heart health, hypertension control, blood pressure control, cholesterol control, sugar control, it is helping your brain. Think about it. When your blood sugar is high and it's causing damage in your blood vessels, you have neuropathy. Let's say you have diabetic neuropathy. It is happening in the blood vessels in the brain too, right? So over time, you start having the symptoms and the issue. If your blood pressure is always high, besides the risk of getting a heart attack or a stroke, whatever injury is happening to the blood vessels with high blood pressure, because when you have high blood pressure against the wall of that vessel, it damages it over time. Again, the vessels here, well, this one are big, but in the brain is smaller than the big vessels we have in our heart and things. So anything you are doing to better your health is actually helping. It is helping your brain. It is helping your brain. It is helping your brain also. Sedentary lifestyle doesn't help you. Sedentary lifestyle, because the sedentary lifestyle help control those diseases we just talked about. Obesity is known to have your body in a general state of inflammation, right? The famous or the so-called metabolic syndrome. So having a healthier body weight, controlling your body weight, also helps along the way. General state of inflammation, again, think about inflammation in those vessels in your brain. Okay. And what else can you do? You want to keep those brain going. Let me back up. First, there is a stress management. When you are under stress, chronic long-term stress actually damages neurons in our brain. So we have things that happen that cause stress, but this is where you want to learn to take a break every so often. Like folks like caregivers, folks with very stressful careers and whatnot, you want to allow your brain to rest. You want to allow your body to rest. Because when you rest, that's when things are getting regenerated. However, if your body, and in this specific case, your brain is not getting the rest and is constantly under stress, not getting enough sleep, it is not getting the chance to regenerate. And so you get the idea of what's happening over time. This is not something that's going to happen overnight. No, it's going to take a while for the symptoms to start showing up, right? And so while you are going hard and you think everything is fine, there are slow changes that are happening because you are not allowing your system to regenerate. So stress management, well, stretching is relaxing actually. So stress management, again, sleeping habits, that's one thing you can do also to help toward your brain health, right? And prevention or delay of some dementia that really are caused by those lifelong style. There is also activities. You want to challenge your brain. If you've been doing the same thing over and over and over again for so long and you are not doing anything new, you are not firing different neuron synapses, you are not pushing the brain to make new connection in the tissue to communicate, because now it has learned it's the same thing. So this is where it is nice to try to learn a new language or pick up a different sport or pick up a different hobby, add on a new hobby, because you are learning something new now. So you are causing your brain to create communications in area it may not be using with other activities. And so when you keep those things going, it's almost like, when you exercise and you keep your muscle in shape, is the same thing. Like people like to say brain muscle is pretty much like exercising brain muscle. Dancing, there are dances that I tried to learn a new dance recently and I was challenged. I just could not get the steps right. I was, and I thought, okay, now this is a challenge. I'm going to do this, because a child can pick it up very quickly. Yet, we have too much going on and now it's getting harder to pick up the new dance. Okay, let's take this as a new challenge. I'm going to learn those steps, not to show off, but because I just want to make my brain work and click and get those steps, So learning a different dance, learning something new, learning something different, reading, especially if it is a different material for you, so you must comprehend. It demands a little bit more energy for you to comprehend. So those are things you can incorporate in your lifestyle to help with your brain health, besides the eating habits, the sleeping habit, the exercise habit, the stress management. So anything, typically when you are taking care of your heart, you are taking care of your overall health, you are typically taking care of your brain. Unless you are doing all that and you are under extreme stress continuously. It's okay to take a break, take a vacation once in a while. Let your cells regenerate. Let your cells regenerate. I hope this was helpful. And I will see you next time. If you have any questions, make sure to email us, contact@thempitchlife.com. And see you soon. Bye.